Hey yo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another G.I. Joe action figure review. Today we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Club exclusive figure subscription service release of Darklon, the Iron Grenadier. This is a very cool looking figure. The original vintage release came out as part of the Iron Grenadier releases. It was Darklon's Evader, a very nice little small vehicle, very cool looking, and it just took us a while to get a new version in the new modern release. There was actually one release prior to this one as part of the G.I. Joe Club convention thing back in, I guess it's 2014 or 15, I don't remember exactly which. But that was an exclusive, and it came as a 2-pack with Major Duncan. That one was kind of hard to come by, so now we have the actual full release here. So very nice looking card art. Has Darklon over here on the side, the figure, standard packaging material here. Flip it over to the back here, we get the enlarged artwork, the file card, pretty much standard for the G.I. Joe Club Figure Subscription Service. This was Wave 5 or Release 5, number 6, the 6th one of the 5th version, however you want to look at it. Still pretty cool. This came out in, I guess it's, according to this, 2016. That doesn't seem right, but they got a little bit off on their Wave releases, so I got a little bit behind on figuring those things out. And so anyways, very cool looking. I'm kind of excited here, so let's go ahead and open this thing up. Because most of these figure subscription service figures are a little bit hard to come by on the secondary market, the price on them kind of goes up pretty heavily. This one is a pretty popular figure, so it comes with a little bit heftier of a price. And get rid of this now. But it's still a cool figure. Let's go ahead and pull him out. We've got the really awesome Gatling gun assault rifle. We've got a cool Mars briefcase. We have the figure stand. And we got a small pistol here up in the corner that's taped on. There we go. So not a lot of accessories, but still some cool ones. We will go ahead and zoom in now and take a closer look. Let's start off by looking at the figure stand. This is a traditional 25th anniversary kind of release. Raised Cobra logo on the top. Code name on the side. Beyond that, nothing really exciting going on here. But these things are still awesome, so we appreciate they keep including them. Accessory wise, let's take a look at the big gun first here. This weapon came with the original vintage release, and it's always been a favorite of mine. It just looks really awesome. Big old Gatling gun on the front end. Nice detail work all the way around. Very cool looking. The original one was in a black color, but this one is gray, so that's fine. We've got a nice little pistol. Just a little bit of detail work on it. Got some nice texture on the grip there. Pretty nice, but pretty standard as well. We also have this cool briefcase. Before we open it up, let's just take a look at it. It's got the Mars logo on the front. Nothing else really going on the side. And let's see if we can get our thumb in there. Pop it open, and it's got some cool details on it. Some knives and some other doodads and doohickeys. And it's got this nice little place here for the pistol to attach. So you just slide the pistol in there and snap it in. and he can carry this thing around with him, so that's really cool. Very nice that they include that kind of thing. Pop the pistol back out here for the right time being. On the figure itself, we also have this cool sword. It's pretty much the same one that we've seen with most of the Iron Grenadiers, in a nice black color. Just a little bit of detail work going on here. Still very nice. And it does fit in the holster here on the side without any problems. Again, pretty much the same one that Destro came with, but much of this figure is kind of a reused molds from that particular Destro figure, so that's cool. On the side here we have another pistol, a nice revolver. Again, it's pretty much the same one that Destro came with. And it's not really all that surprising. So the backstory of Darklon here is that he's like Destro's cousin or something like that. So it does fit that he kind of has a similar outfit coming around with him. So very nice. Let's move on to the figure itself here. They did a lot of really awesome detail work here. Again, a lot of this mold is reused from other figures, but it has a nice new paint job on it, and it looks really awesome. The head sculpt is pretty much taken from the original here. I don't know if it's if they just retooled it or what, but it still looks really awesome. I've always loved this particular character. Got some nice gold-plated stuff going on his harness here. His gloves have a nice gold sheen to the clasps on them. Overall, just a really outstanding looking figure, to be honest with you. As far as articulation goes, the head does spin 360 degrees and has a little bit up and down motion. Not a lot, but it's enough, so kudos to that. Got a standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joint, standard ball and swivel at the elbow joint. If I can get it to move around here for us. There we go. And then just a standard swivel at the wrist at the top of his gloves here, so still very nice. Do have the chest articulation here, so side to side movement and plenty of ab rocker motion going on there, so very cool. Standard T-hooks at the waist. No restriction there whatsoever. He does have a single knee joint, not a double knee joint here. And a ball and swivel at the ankle joint. So all in all, slightly less articulation than some of the rest of the figures we've seen in the past, but still very much serviceable, very cool. If you pop his sword belt up a little bit, you can see the detail on the belt underneath. They unfortunately didn't paint that part, so I don't know. I guess they didn't really figure it was worthwhile since this sword belt was going to be covering that up most of the time, so not that big of a deal. We'll put this pistol back in his holster here. Got a nice little flap here for that, so very cool. Holds it in there very easily. Slide his sword back into place there. Then we'll stick the pistol back in the briefcase, close that up, arm him with this cool chain gun, and get his arm to move the right way here. The gun's a little bit big, but it's supposed to be because it's a really big gun. And we'll stick the briefcase in his other hand here. And voila, he's able to carry all of his accessories, and looks really awesome in doing so. So, yes, the really only thing we don't have here that I want is the a new updated version of the Evader. But this particular figure still works pretty well with the original vintage release, so if you have that, you can kind of fit him in there, and he'll be just fine. So yeah, all in all, a really awesome figure. Again, it comes with a slightly heavier price tag. I don't like that, but keep your eye out. You might be able to get it for a slightly more reasonable price here, there, and abouts. But it is a really awesome figure, and it is highly recommended. So if you don't have it, I do recommend you going out and getting it. Again, they've got the convention release of this in a slightly different color scheme. So you might be able to find that. It actually ends up being about the same price for the carded release as the convention exclusive one. But I really like this one. It is much closer to the original vintage release, so it's got that much going for it, and it's just all around an awesome looking figure here. So yeah, totally awesome, man. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think of Darklon. If you'd like to see anything special in the future, drop us a line and let us know, and I'll do what I can to try to get whatever it is you're looking for in the queue. Until next time, Yo Joe.